Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
No one wants to hear that annoying voice.
Hi.
Give him a non-annoying voice.
Hi. Yabba yabba dabba.
So Jules and I are here to talk to you about something, and she doesn't even know what the topic is. But this is something that's been on my heart for the last week, maybe week and a half.
Bum 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 bum.
And I just wanted to share it with you because a lot of you have seen recently, and maybe even before, that I've been on this journey, and this journey just kind of fell into my lap. It was almost a year ago, October, where I just started in a new direction with my life. I started seeing successes in a lot of areas, and it all started when I said yes to one little thing that ended up being a huge thing. So anyways, last week I was in the middle of a training, and I was just listening, and I've also been through a few things myself recently, where I just started thinking about how to put together some sort of an idea to relate it to people. And this is kind of how I saw it in my head. And sometimes we know that the way I say things in my head isn't really normal, but what is normal these days? So anyways, everyone has struggles. We all have them, and our struggles limit us. They really do. And it's how you approach these struggles. So I went to a convention when I took Jules to Disney World, and I met a ton of just phenomenal people. And I met these people that were from all ages, all walks of life, all shapes and sizes and colors, and just different mentalities, different personalities, and everyone was just really, really beautiful. They were just really beautiful souls. And what I learned about a lot of these people that have seen some really tremendous success is that success didn't come easy. It did not come easy. It did not come quickly. And it did not come without struggles. So I learned from them. I chose to sit there and open my mind and say, okay, how did these people do it? So I picked up on quite a few things, and I've just really been paying attention to how I treat things that happen and how I choose to look at them in my head. So, a lot of these people have seen really devastating situations in their life, and they've not stopped moving towards their goals when that happens. And a lot of times the community around them has helped support them through that. And so it's just been really mind-boggling, really inspiring, and pretty terrific. So Jules is trying to talk to me. Get over here. Ask them. Or ask me in front of them.
Hey, Mom.
What?
I draw on the whiteboard with these?
Yes, you
Thank
can.
you.
All right. So what I wanted to share with you is what I said I kind of put together in my own head. We all have struggles, and this is kind of how I look at them now. The first thing, you have this voice in your head, the negative Nancy or the drunk monkey, or my sister has a name for hers, but there's this person in your head, which is your inner voice, and it's triggered automatically to go negative. A lot of people don't realize that. So when that voice goes negative, you got to steer it back positive. And the more you do that, the more you are training your mind. And so I have conversations with my mom on the way to work nearly every single day. And we talk about some really personal stuff. And when we're talking about things, there's a lot of situations that come up where we start saying, what if? Well, what if this? Well, what if that? And when you're saying, what if something negative, or what if something scary, if you immediately change that what if to the opposite, it completely opens your mind to seeing the possibilities rather than the fears. So that's just one little trick. The other thing is, I've kind of come up with this analogy, and somebody else may have done it out there or come up with it as well, but it just entered my brain and I wanted to share it with you. So we all have struggles, and we all have things that we want to accomplish in our life. So when you sit back and you ask yourself, what do you want to accomplish? It could be something small that you just want to see happen within the day. It could be something not so small that you want to see happen within like the next 5 years. But whatever that goal is, you have to decide how much you want it. When the new iPhone comes out, everybody's all, oh, iPhone this, iPhone that. It's so much better than the last one. Some people want it so bad, they make it happen, even though they've said no to some lesser expensive things that may have served them better. So it comes down to priorities. It comes down to how bad you want it, and it comes down to why you want it. So determining your goals, and then determining that priority, and then determining the why behind why you want it is super, super important. But all of that aside, you have your goal, whether that be the daily goal, the weekly goal, the monthly goal, the lifelong goal. You have a goal in mind, and it's super, super important to you, and nothing is going to derail you, right? So you are chugging along, cruising towards this goal, and then here comes the struggle bus.
Right.
And that's what I call it, the struggle bus, because it drives up alongside you, it tries to veer you off path, and if you decide to get on it, it has a lot of freebies for you.
Like?
It has freebies like complaints,
Like?
excuses,
Like?
cheat days,
Like?
vices,
Like?
negativities,
Like?
all those things that we do allow ourselves to give into to derail us from that goal. So if you're looking at those struggles as that crazy bus driving up beside you, trying to veer you off path, and it's saying, come on, honk, honk, get in, we can have a pity party together. We can all complain together. We can talk about our excuses together.
Like?
We can be negative Nancy and negative Nancy and negative Nancy and just sit and waste hours together. Or you can look at that struggle bus and you can say, move along.
Move along.
Later, Gator. I'm good. I'm moving
Later,
towards my
Gator.
goal. And that's when you veer your mindset off of those things that bother you, those things that want to get in your way, everything that is on that bus that you don't need in your life, and you keep moving towards your goal. Sometimes you go right through that bus. You may get on that bus, but you get right back off. And you move through those struggles towards your goal. So you're always moving consistently towards your goal. Because when you get on that bus, you're choosing to move away from that goal. And that's, when I look at it that way, it's so much easier for me not to let the little things get me down.
Like?
It's so much easier when a client calls me at work and they want to cancel their policy, and I've done everything I can to let them know the value and the reason why they need to keep it, the things I can do to help them get an even better value out of it, and they just, no, not going to happen. I've done my part. I know what's within my control. And now I can say, okay, move along. And I can focus on that next client that really needs my help, that wants it. So it's all in how you look at things. What if? What if I stumble? But what if I fly? And I know everyone's heard that.
Fly.
So the next time you have a really big goal and things start to get mundane and you start to get bored with it, and that struggle bus pulls up beside you and is trying to get in your way, what do we say? What do we say, Jules?
Move on.
Move along.
Move on.
Bye-bye, struggle bus.
Bye-bye.
I got this. I have a goal, and I'm headed to my destination.
No, I got this. I got this to be silly.
So yeah, that's the little one I'm raising right there. So hopefully this reaches someone. So if it doesn't reach you, maybe you know somebody it'll reach. But the struggles are always going to be there. They're always going to pop up. There's always a reason to stop.
But
is it worth it?
But I'm going to do this face.
So anyways, you guys have a fabulous flamingo, like my flamingo shirt, Flamingo Friday, and thanks for tuning in. And let me know at the bottom of here if you've watched it live or if you're watching the repeat, and feel free to share as well. Thanks. Bye.
Flamingo.